The acting mayor makes his presence known on Days of Our Lives Today. Shawn's threats have immediate effects. Harris begs Marlena to put him away, and Wendy sends one suitor running right into the path of another woman. A smart, middle-aged man in a suit approaches Chanel as she carries pastries to her table outside Sweet Bits. He hopes that her samples don't contain any harmful hallucinogens. As the acting mayor, he presents himself as Clint Rawlings. He would shut down Sweet Bits permanently if he had his way. Kayla informs Kate that Marlena unprogrammed Harris at the pub. As they enjoy coffee, Kate admits that she ordered Harris to pursue Megan. Her request was for him to kill the bitch. Kayla fumbles. She doesn't support cold-blooded killing, but she can understand the desire to have Megan killed. Marlena informs Harris that he is no longer in anyone's control in his hospital room. Therefore, he has no need for inpatient care. Harris argues that committing him right away is the only way to guarantee he never injures an innocent person again. Until a group of psychologists can promise that Megan and Dr. Rolfe won't ever again be inside his thoughts, he wants to be kept behind locked doors around the clock. Wendy asks Tripp to give her and Johnny some alone time in her apartment. She will text him. Johnny believes he has won as he departs. Wendy argues that she is not a prize to be won. She brings up Chanel despite Johnny's attempts to court her and his apologies. Johnny insists that Wendy is the only lady he would ever want to date. She is choosing to stay with Tripp since she is aware of his tendency to defend his ex-wife at all costs. Rafe requests Shawn's gun and shield at the police station because Shawn has been drinking while working. Shawn responds flippantly by saying Rafe has broken the law just as much. Rafe cautions Shawn to use caution. Jada is thrown in his face by Shawn. Shawn overheard Jada talking to Kate about him at the pub. Despite Rafe calling it gossip, he is fully aware of his sly little affair. What will he do with the knowledge is the real question. Jada visits Steve at his residence. She feels bad for Abe. She and Rafe believe they failed him. Steve reassures her that John and he had the same difficulties that they did. When Tripp comes in, Jada is forced to leave. Tripp somberly confesses to his father that he worries Johnny may win Wendy away from him. Steve recalls that Beau and he used to argue over women back in the day. Tripp notes that circumstances have changed. In addition to Wendy not liking it, he might get arrested. Steve mocks how sensitive everyone is these days, but asserts that Tripp doesn't have to be poisonous and unrespectful to stand up for someone. He only needs to demonstrate to Wendy what a fine man he is and that he is committed to the relationship. Rawlings lists the individuals who have benefited from Chanel's charms in the square, including her professor. She and her mother have only brought crime and scandal to Salem since their arrival. It's time for action on that front. Salem, USA is once again experiencing law, order, and moral decency thanks to the Rawlings administration, which implies he'll take steps to ensure she never conducts business in his town again if she is engaged in one more incident. Rafe and Shawn argue at the station about Shawn's alleged threats. Shawn isn't a vengeful bastard though. Rafe has been having an affair with Detective Hunter, but he won't tell anyone. Rawlings comes closer. Rafe hopes Detective Brady is mistaken about the facts for the sake of Rafe. As Jada joins them, Shawn insists that Rawlings misheard. Marlena informs Harris in his hospital room that being devoted doesn't guarantee anything. He believes receiving inpatient care will lessen his susceptibility to Rolfe's psychological tricks. He is aware that while he can check himself in, he won't be able to check himself out if she commits him. He won't have any choice but to remain and recover. He begs, "Will you commit me or not?" with tears in his eyes. Wendy tells Johnny at the apartment that while Tripp was away assisting Chanel, her feelings for him had grown stronger. She wishes for their success. He adamantly asserts that he doesn't want to be alone. Chanel. Wendy bids him farewell with a kiss on the cheek. Chanel gets a call while on the square. She says, "Hey Horton," tremblingly. "What's fresh?" She expresses her happiness that Allie is seeing someone and thanks Allie for the flowers she sent. She doesn't have a new person in her life. She notices a grumpy Johnny slouch down on the bench. After hanging up, Chanel walks over to him. He claims to have recently been dumped. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.